こんばんは。今日は忘れていたこのゲーム、なんだっけこれ、コントロールやっていきます。結構ね、期間空いちゃったわ。2、3週間やってなかった。忘れてましたね。やってなかったので、だいぶ本当にわかんない。まあやってったら思い出すかな。わかんないけど、わかんないばっか言ってる。よし、やっていきますよ。サムネなど書いてるので、少々お待ちください。久しぶりだなぁ。一応左上にミッションというかあるんだな。あ、探しホラーなんで声低めで関係ないけど、行こうかな。うん。よし、ツイートはしたね。うん。行っていきます。ストーリーというか、あるね。ミッションか。チャレンジこれね。ああ、この辺が、アイテムもらえるやつで。この辺か。ちょうど今、ワープポイントいるし、これやるか。直しね。はいはい。3ポイントある。あ、なんか飛べるようになったんだっけ。ああ、才能が複数と、でかいのもいけるようになる。複数取ろうかな。パナプティコンに行くんだけど、こっからは近いから、こっから行きましょう。ちょっとね、労働時間かかるんですけど、そろそろかな。下にゲージ出てますね。うん。あ、なんかあったのか。と、どうやって設置すんだ。 ちどうやんだろう。違うね。やべ、あっち投げちゃった。待って、あれある。スイッチの仕方。敵来すぎね。リロードしようとしてあれしちゃう。受け取るな。強えこれ。なんだ、ちょっと待って、すごい騒がしい。ちょっと待ってね。なんだ。落ち着いてきたか。このゲームがあんまりあれなんか全然わかんない。スイッチの仕方を教えてほしい。下だ。十字キー下でした。あれ終わった？あ、終わったっぽいな。クリアかな。それともエリア出ちゃったから今。まあいいか。エミリーと話しに行きます。あれ投げちゃった時はどうなるかと思ったけど。ここ行けないのかな。ダメージ食らう。どっから来たっけ。ここか。話す前に4回行っちゃった方が良かったかな、これ。とりあえず上にあるのを上から順番にやっていこうと思ったけど。あと、自分の声でかくないから、ちょっと下げようかな。 これでどうじゃろう。いいんじゃない。結構音拾うんだ。反対だ。
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, CIA spy shit, god.
ああ、なるほどね。なんかいろいろ。
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
やべ、スキップしちゃっ
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
後ろの人すごい
Nope,
格好
just
して
the one
る。
record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
手ぶらーんってして。
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Oh, 話を聞けるわ
What's
け
the
だ。
deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be? You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it? Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Marshall.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry. I have to go.
Me too.
あり
You're
が
not
と
the
うご
only
ざい
one
ま
who's
す。
busy, you know.
Me too。この人のやつがあんなのまだあんのか。
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heftonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss. I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Don't get sloppy out there.
ありがとう。
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the hiss signal it can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
エミリーだ。
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
この久しぶりで会話パートはありがたいな。思い出すきっかけになる。
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
行かないとって言ってたのに。
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine, a researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
ミッションが増えた。
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that
ああ、
black
言っ
rock?
たね。
The Bureau has used BlackRock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
なんか英語聞いてると海外ドラマ見たくなるな。
This place is looking good.
うい。
Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. With him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it.
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
こんばんは。
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. They're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course. We got this place up and running together, Emily.
ありがとうございます。
I should be going.
会話パート。
Enjoy your data. Oh, I will.
こちらこそ。長押しで見るんだっけ。ファイル名を隠されて見ろって言われてるんだけど何見ればいいのこういうのどうなるんですかね。ああ、まただ。なんか見れるようになるのかな。これか。参照のこと。間違えてズームしちゃう。どうしようかな。何こう急にいろいろ増えましたからね。すごいな。ディランと話せるのか。ディランと話すか。ディランは確か弟さん。どうやって上行くんだろう。違います。あ、そうだ、さっきの人。ああ、この人もあれしちゃってんのかな。わかりませんけど、みんな頭痛い感じなのか。上どうやって行くんだろう。エレベーターとかないし。お、びっくりした。ここは多分開けてある。一応さっきエレベーターあったから、なんだこれ。
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. Legally required agents use the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold.
字幕出なくなっちゃった。
Inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location's security and proximity to a high-traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
この主人公のこの人みたいな顔の人、小さい頃によくいたな。すごい記憶懐かしい。お、自分の写真ある。多分自分だよ。 オッケー。上の階って何なんだろう。これ上から順番じゃないんですかね。これ以上マップは見れないしな。これにするか。作れる。なんだこれ。別々のアイテムなんだ。何回でも作れる。いや、ここらしいな。上の階。
How's it looking out there?
ここ一応見とくか。あ、行ってないな。いませんでした。よかった、来といて。パーオブジェクトと。ふむ。上の階って何なんだろう。アバウトすぎる。これはつけといた方がいいのかな。なんか敵が出てきて鳴らすと気を引けるみたいな。いっぱいあるな。はあ、これもか。お、さっきの人だ。うわー、風船もったいない。すごい、そこかよってな。じゃあまでお電話お願いします。すごい、どうやっちゃんとこういうものの裏まで貼ってある。何がしたいんだろう。頭おかしくなっちゃったのかな。なんか今ゲットしてたよね。ああ、ダッシュコーストいいね。 洗脳今そんなにしないから。
Marshall orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
She must have her reasons. She's probably out doing some recon.
Then she should have
会
taken
話
us
してる
I need some action, goddammit.
な。入り口わかんない。ガラスがちょっと見えない。このゲームちょっとキャラとの距離が近いな。OK。どうも。なんかオンにしといたら何か起きるのか。わお。緊急はいいかな。なんかアイテムもらえたりするだけっぽいし。やめてください。こっち。セクターのなんかいいやつすごい出るな。さっきのとこあの人か。ディラン。刺さるの先に。話しますか。ここで会ってたんだ。さっき一瞬見たけど、ここにはいないか。あそこのね、寄りかかってる人みたいな、右下のああいう人かと思ったら服装全然違う。
The thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time.
目やばかったけど。
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red.
ディラン、大丈夫？
Shit.
The thunder's hum distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way you've always been a new you. You want this to be true.
なんで浮いてた？
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can
to
you
be
stop
true.
that? Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you.
まだなんかあるわ。あ、レベル6のやつをもらった。
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jessie Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jessie, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you.
まだ話せるみたい。
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. And something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
コントローラーのまだ喋れるけど話した方がいいんですかね。6まで見れるようになっていけるようにか。これ気になるんでやっていきますか。もう一回話してかけとく。赤い字。
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him. Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit. That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
まだ喋れるんです。
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself. Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place. And there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door. And he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. but he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
とりあえずいいか、まだ聞けるけど。定期的に話せることが多くなるのか。ここからが近そうでしたね。ああ、このロード中は静かだ。設定でなんか軽くできるのかな。そうだったな今。ここから右なんてない。これか。これじゃないか。これじゃないね。手前に今何かあった。 よっ。もうここ6で置く。なんか能力を手に入れるのかな。
We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power. An ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
途中の何なんだ。一生流れてたかな。あとここじゃねえ。取れてなかった。ああ、ちゃんと取れてない時もあるんだな。気をつけよう。じゃあこっちの方から行けそう。ここか。びっくりした。コントローラーがブルって。2006年にこの久しぶりに出た。
The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
つ。怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い。ずるい。下だっけ。終わった。怖すぎたな、あの爆弾。お、ヘッショブーストだ。いいね。これいいですよ。ヘッドショットはいい。自分割とヘッドショット狙いがちだから当てれないのに。広い。ミッション先変わっちゃったんだよ。あ、でもこのエリアだ。気づいた、今気づいた。すごいことになってる。うわー、なんだっけこれ、なんとか屋敷。からくり屋敷だっけ。ああ、2011年だ。これ下の方切れちゃってるんだけど、どういうことどういうことですか。こういうものがうちって酔っちゃうな、これ。気持ち悪くなっちゃう。学生の時だったな。P6？ P6 ってあの人 P6 じゃなかったっけ、ディランの。
I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well, once we catch up with her. But the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here.
It's remarkable.
was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Robert's got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
なんで勝手に再生されたんだろう。関する記録。フェイデン。
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Oh, 服だ。
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
この人には何かあるのかな。19年到着。いろんなところに行ったり来たりはしないか。転々としてたんだな。
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jessie?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this?
Maybe.
Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No! That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
This light projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.5はないのか。惜しい。何のキャラクターなんだ。うわ、これ見たくないな。この角度は何？
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
確かにボーンだ。
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
返しちゃうんだよな。うちの方は特にないかな。急にあの人形とか出てきたらこのゲームやめます。ここが入ったところだね。じゃあ先に進むのかなですね。
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
あ、終わりか。すまんな。ありがとう。犬の死体。はあ。お。敵おるやん。あ、いや、エネルギーはいいんじゃないか。そんなに使ってないんだよな。あれ、エネルギーなんたらはへっしょ2個にするか。これで倒したらいいのか。あと4体だけ。使っていきますか。怖すぎ。声も出なかったわ。
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments. Very different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or is all this, the house and being the director, just another cell? Who's really in charge here?
また騒がしくなってる。あー、でこれ浄化してあげれば浄化、元の形に持っていく。
We're going back home. Of course we are.
クリアしたのを回収して、これ何なんだろうな。
Started there, and it's
今ので1も進んでないのか。ターンテーブル。マジか。 OK かな。これあれだな、スキルで跳ね返すのとってもいいな。洗脳速度いいよな。なんか全部つけたい、もう足りない、枠が足りなすぎる。
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby. There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
下か。追いかけっこの始まり。そんな速くないしな、あれ。アイテム青って何？3か。入れません。これでこういうののいける方法が分かればいいんだけど、変えれる方法。どういうこと？よいしょ。人に見えた。あ、これで回ってんのか。こっちだ。もうちょい序盤で来るとこだったのかな。まあぬるゲーぐらいがいいからいいんですけど、なんなら簡単とかにしてもいいけどね。怖いからちゃんと死ぬしこの難易度で確かノーマルかなんかになってるんだ。痛すぎた。どういうこと？わからん間に死んだ。なんか羽生えてたな。悪魔みたいな。打天使みたいな。 来るって分かってるならね、ここからか。あ、でもまっすぐ行くね。来るって分かってるならまあこういうのね持ってったりして、来いよ。よし、もうずっと持っとこうかな。今日の相棒はこれなんだっけ、消火器。で、この持った状態なら回復するっぽいので、とりあえず持っとくのはありかも。そこ今言ったもんね。2個目ゲット。消火器集め。どうだっけ。こんな風にあったかな。もうないよね。ないですね。ある。だからどこだっけ。ああ、これでエレベーター使えるのかな。これはなんだ。あ、タイヤが横にくっつくタイプの飛行機かな。ここあれか、羽がつくのかな、これが。上、曲がってるだけか。この窓か。なんだろう、この部分。あ、やべ、消火器吹き飛ばした。相棒いないから信じられるのは壊れた。相棒いないや。しゃあなし。あ、いたいたいたいた。違う、痛いし、やめて。相棒だと思ったら違った。 失礼。違うんだよな。来いよ。ほら。よく生き残ったな。次ならなかなかね、そのものを持つ、狙ったものを持つのが難しくて。あ、これさっきのやつだ。うん。あれの話。あれこれさ、戻ってきた。ああ、で戻るんだ。へえ。すまんな。まだいるっぽい。でも見ちゃう。おい。気のせいか。なんと。
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. That's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Rio Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Levy.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
ラジオとか結構いいですよね。たまに聞くけども、これも下切れちゃってるんじゃないの？お、2002年の9月14前の話。そんな2週間ぐらいで、3週間もないぐらいで合計17。わ。
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So, clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Mm-hmm.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Fagan, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send the bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
変な質問僕するからなんだあれ。明日ないよ。 同じことばっかり言っちゃいけないんですよ。しつこいとね、ちょっとこれ進まないな。あ、これ場所があれか。これ一旦やめようかな。そしたら武器変えれるので、あ、この辺はいけるやつもあんだな。新しいやつだ。ああ。うん。ああ、まあありだな。わお。ではね、まだここにもあって。やべえ、持っちゃったから。持つと拾えないんだな。
Let's see what they have on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
すごい。こんなん作ったら楽しそうだな。子供の頃にね。ちょっと大掛かりだけど。つけれる。よいしょ。ああ、どんどんなんかエリアが広がってってて。 あの赤いのじゃないのかな。わーお。壊しちゃう。
The slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
これじゃないの。あっ、でも壊れるってことは違うんだ。この武器強いな。
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
I don't know matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable. We should check that lab.
これ何？いろいろ落ちてる。こんなとこにも。
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Hey, 完了。よし。じゃあ今日はこの辺で終わっとこうかな。時間ちょうどいいので、まあね、ちょっとやるの忘れてたりもしましたが、また定期的にはやっていこうかなと思います。 それではまた次回よかったら見てください。それではおやすみなさい。またねー。